Hello students, welcome in history class. So here we are studying the fourth chapter, that is Maharashtra before the times of Shivaji Maharaj. So in the previous presentation, students, we have already learned about the different human settlements and what type of life that people were living in that period. These things we have learned. So in today's presentation, we are going to learn that how the sons from our Maharashtra, how they created the self-confidence in between the people through their work, that we are going to learn in today's presentation. So we'll start now. The work of the Warkari movement. Society was greatly influenced by blind beliefs and rituals. People had become fatalistic and inert. They had lost all initiative. The condition of the common people was miserable. In such circumstances, the sons in Maharashtra endeavored to inspire the masses. In Maharashtra, the tradition of sons, which began with Sant Jnaneshwar and Sant Namdev, was carried on by sons coming from various stratas of the society. People from all stratas of society were part of the Sant tradition. For example, Sant Chokhamela, Sant Goroba, Sant Sena, Sant Sauta, Sant Narhari, Sant Sheikh Muhammad, etc. Sant Chokhoba's wife, Sant Soyrabai, and sister Sant Nirmalabai, Sant Muktabai, Sant Janabai, Sant Kanhopatra, Sant Bahinabai Siurkar, and other women were also among them. Pandharpur was at the center of the Sant movement. Vitthal was the object of their worship. On the banks of the river Chandrabhaga at Pandharpur, the sons and pilgrims used to rejoice in their devotion. Their equality was propagated through bhajans, kirtans, and unity meals. Sant Namdev. He was a great sant of the Warkari movement. He was a skilled organizer. He performed excellent kirtans as well. He awakened the sense of equality in men and women belonging to all castes through the medium of kirtan. His pledge was नाचू कीर्तनाचे रंगी ज्ञानदीप लावू जगी. His Abhanga compositions are well known. Many sons as well as common people were influenced by his teachings. He went up to the Punjab propagating his thoughts. His compositions are included in Guru Granth Sahib of Sikhs. He propagated the message of Bhagavad religion in all quarters. He built a memorial of Santa Chokhamela at Pandharpur. His work is unforgettable. Sant Jnaneshwar. He was a great sant in the Warkari movement. He wrote the Bhavartha Dipika or Jnaneshwari, which elucidates the meaning of the Sanskrit Bhagavad Gita. He also composed the Amrutanubhav. He preached the importance of the path of devotion through his works and compositions. He showed a simple way of worship and conduct which the common people could follow easily. He gave the prestige of a religion to the Warkari movement. Though his life was spent in extremely adverse circumstances, he never lost the calm of his mind and never harbored bitterness. His Pasaidan in Jnaneshwari uplifts the mind. The poetic compositions of his brothers Sant Nivruttinath and Sant Sopandev and sister Muktabai are well known. Sant Eknath. He was a great sant of the Bhakti movement in Maharashtra. His compositions are many and diverse. They include Abhanga, Gaulan, Bharud, etc. He has stated Bhagavad Dharma in detail and in simple manner. He has portrayed people's life in Bhavarta Ramayana through the story of Ram. He explained in Marathi the bhakti part of the Sanskrit work Bhagavad. His Abhangas shows the warmth of devotion. He demonstrated through his own conduct that there is no need to renounce worldly matters for attaining the highest truth, Paramarth. He was a teacher of the people in the true sense of the term. He believed that our Marathi language was inferior to no other language. He asked the Sanskrit scholars forcefully, संस्कृत वाणी देवे केली तरी प्राकृत काय चोरापासूनही झाली? He heavily criticized those who hated other religions. Sant Tukaram. He belonged to Dehu near Pune. His compositions or abhangas are very pleasing and lucid, reaching the greatest poetic heights. His Gatha is a precious treasure of the Marathi language. He asks us to find God by showing love to the unhappy and the tormented in the following lines. जे का रंजले गांजले, त्यांसी म्हणे जो आपुले, तोची साधू ओळखावा, देव तेथेची जाणावा. With this viewpoint, he threw in the river Indrayani the documents of the loans that people had borrowed from him and freed many poor families from the bonds of loan. He criticized the hypocrisy and superstitions in the society in very strong terms. He stressed that devotion should be compared with morality. Some dogmatic people opposed the social awakening that he had undertaken and sang his abhangas in the Indrayani. Sant Tukaram faced the opposition with noble courage. Sant Tukaram's disciples and associates were of different caste and creeds. They include Nauji Mali, Gavnar Shet Wani, Santaji Jagnade, Shivba Kasar, Bahinabai Siurkar, and Mahatji Panta Kulkarni. An important task completed by Gangaram Panta Mawal and Santaji Jagnade was writing down the abhangas of Sant Tukaram. Ramdas Swami. He was from Jam in Marathwada. He explained the importance of physical fitness to the people. Maratha तितुका मेळवावा, Maharashtra धर्म वाढवावा. This message of Ramdas Swami is famous. He gave practical education and lessons in good conduct through his work like Dasbodh, Karunashtaka, and Manache Shlok. He stated the importance of people's movement and organizations and founded the Samartha Sampradaya. Chafal was the center of his Sampradaya. He propagated the worship of Ram and Hanuman. He traveled far and wide to propagate his thoughts. Work of Sons. Sons gave the message of equality to the people. They taught humanity. They preached that people should live together in harmony, unity, and love. Their work resulted in social awakening. They taught how to live in the face of foreign invasion, drought-like situation, or any other natural calamities. Their teachings proved to be a big support for people. Their work created self-confidence among the people of Maharashtra. There was a deterioration of the ethics and religion in the society. At such time, the sons came forward to protect the society. They taught the true meaning of religion. They show the path of devotion by living amongst people and sharing their joys and sorrows. Some orthodox and dogmatic people opposed them, but the sons believed that facing these oppositions was a part of their duty. Sant Tukaram has explained the mark of a true sant in these words. तुका म्हणे तोची संत, सोशी जगाचे आघात. The sant elucidated the complex dharma of scholars in the language of the people. They prayed to God using simple everyday terms. They took the view that all are equal before God. They taught society to do away with the pride arising out of caste and varna and see everyone as God's children. A characteristic of the sons was that they did not forget their duties on the path of devotion. They found God in their work. Sant Sauta said, "Kanda mula bhaji, avgi mithai माझी." This statement refers to a farm work but applies to work in all walks of life. The sons carried on with their duties even as they were engaged in devotion, teaching, and composing verses. They developed the moral sensibility of the society. So students, such was the political, social, cultural situation in Maharashtra before the times of Shivaji Maharaj. In that period, Maharashtra was under the control of Adil Shahi and other powers. It was not independent. Even so, some personalities and streams of thought were dreaming of freedom. Among them, Shahaji Maharaj, who considered to be a visionary of Swaraj, was on the forefront. Now, why Shahaji Maharaj is termed a Swaraj visionary, that we will learn in detail into the next chapter. Till that, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.